Hey, Kate, made your favorite curry for dinner. Coming home soon?
Still at work. Don't wait up.
It's past 9. Everything okay?
Yeah, just busy. New trainee needed help.
You've been staying late a lot recently.
Can't be helped. Short-staffed.
The diner used to close at 8. Did they change the hours?
Sometimes we have inventory and cleanup.
I could pick you up. It's getting dark earlier now.
No need. My coworker can drive me.
Which coworker? I thought Mike moved to another branch.
Just someone who started recently. Don't worry about it.
Well, text me when you're on your way home.
Sure.
Kate, it's almost midnight. Are you still at work?
Sorry, just finished. I'll be home soon.
Working at the diner this late? This seems excessive.
Oh, I had the late shift today. I forgot to tell you.
Really? But you're supposed to be on morning shift. The manager's being pretty harsh.
We're short-staffed. It can't be helped.
You've been working weekends too lately. You told them you needed those off. Aren't they taking advantage of you?
There are even fewer people on weekends. What can you do?
Remember when you first started, you were so excited about having weekends off.
Things change. The restaurant's busier now.
You could try saying no sometimes, you know.
What's the problem? We don't have kids, and you can handle the housework just fine. It's not causing any issues.
I can handle the chores, but I miss spending time with you. We haven't gone out together in months.
We're together at home, aren't we?
Just to eat dinner and go to bed, I'd like to actually go out sometimes.
I'm tired from work. Let me rest.
Remember our Saturday movie nights? We haven't done that in ages.
We can watch Netflix at home.
It's not the same. You usually fall asleep halfway through anyway.
Because I'm tired from work.
I'm tired too, but
Then we don't need to go out, right?
going out with you would energize me, though.
That's not how it works.
Found your old photo album while cleaning. Remember our honeymoon in Hawaii?
Yeah, that was nice.
We should plan another trip, maybe for our anniversary.
Too expensive right now.
I've been saving up, actually. Thought it might be nice to surprise you.
Save it for something else.
You've been cold lately. We used to go shopping together all the time.
We're not newlyweds anymore. Things change.
Still, you didn't need to go shopping alone. I saw you got a new handbag.
Oh, you saw that?
Found it when I was getting the fall clothes out. You snuck that purchase in, huh?
Sorry, it was a bit expensive, so I kept it a secret. I'll go shopping with you next time. Forgive me?
Feels like I'm being played somehow.
Come on, I haven't bought anything in a while.
That's not true, though. I saw the credit card statement.
Are you checking up on me now?
It's our joint account. I always check the statements.
Well, I've been working hard at my part-time job.
Right. About that, the overtime pay must be good.
It helps. I'll head home now. Wait for me. Keep the food warm, okay?
Kate, what time are you coming home today? Let me know when you know.
Probably evening.
Aren't you at work right now?
Just on break.
I see. I'll make dinner then. Oh, and I finished the laundry and cleaning.
Thanks.
Found some receipts in your coat pocket while doing laundry.
You went through my pockets?
Just checking before washing. There was a restaurant receipt from that new place downtown.
Oh, I had lunch there with coworkers.
At those prices? Must have been some lunch.
The manager's being generous lately.
But the manager's being harsh, suddenly asking you to fill shifts.
It's fine. The pay is better, and if you have complaints, why don't you earn more?
I think I earn enough for us to live comfortably.
But not enough to buy designer brands whenever I want.
When did you start caring so much about designer brands?
I've always liked nice things. You used to notice that about me.
Yeah, but you were always reasonable about it. We'd save up together for special purchases.
Maybe I'm tired of being reasonable all the time.
Well, not multiple times a month, but I could for special occasions.
I doubt it.
Hey, I'll buy you something next month for our anniversary.
Really? You don't have to force yourself.
It's our 3rd anniversary. I want to celebrate properly. I was thinking of making restaurant reservations too.
Just the gift is fine.
Remember our 1st anniversary? You were so excited about that little Italian place.
That was different. We're still newlyweds.
Don't say that. Marriage isn't supposed to get worse with time.
I'm really busy lately. I'd rather just relax.
We could do both. Nice dinner and then relax at home.
Maybe.
Kate, did you go to the shopping district in the next town last Friday?
Huh? Why?
A colleague said they saw you there.
What colleague? Are they spying on me now?
Nobody's spying, they just happened to be there.
What's this about? You think I'm going out without telling you?
No, I'm just a bit worried.
About what? That I have a life outside our marriage?
That's not what I meant.
If you check my messages, you'll see I was working that day. It was even a late shift. I couldn't have gone to the next town.
You're right. Must have been my colleague's mistake.
Maybe it was my doppelganger?
I doubt that.
And this colleague only met me at our wedding, right? You're going to trust someone who's only seen me once?
Well, they have a really good memory.
For someone they met 3 years ago at a wedding full of people?
You're getting pretty defensive about this.
Because you're acting suspicious over nothing.
If you say you were at work, I believe you.
Even so, it must be someone who looks like me. If you're worried, why don't you check with my workplace?
If you're saying all this, I believe you.
Good.
So can you keep our anniversary free?
Okay, but I'm working, so evening onwards works?
Sure, I'm working too, so that's fine. By the way, next month is my birthday too.
Yeah, I'll keep the day free too.
Let's spend my birthday relaxing at home.
Fine, but don't plan anything expensive.
I just want to spend time together.
You're being clingy lately.
Wanting to spend time with my wife is clingy?
You know what I mean.
Actually, I don't. Help me understand.
You're always checking where I am, what I'm doing.
Because you're never home anymore.
I'm working.
Even on your days off?
What are you implying?
Nothing. Just miss my wife.
I need some space sometimes.
You have plenty of space during your overtime shifts.
What's with the quotes?
Nothing. Forget it. The restaurant needs a confirmation for our anniversary reservation.
About that.
Please, don't.
Something came up at work.
Again?
We're short-staffed.
You're always short-staffed these days.
What do you want me to do? Quit?
I want you to care about our marriage.
I do care, but I have responsibilities.
To everyone except me, apparently.
That's not fair.
Neither is canceling our anniversary plans.
We can celebrate another day.
Like my birthday?
Yes, exactly.
Kate, still at work? You remember what day it is, right?
It's your birthday. Sorry, but I have to work overtime today, so I'll be home late.
I see. Got it. I'll finish moving out by then.
Huh? Moving?
Yeah, the divorce papers are on the table, so that's that.
What? What's going on? Are you angry because I can't come home early on your birthday?
No. You're not actually working at the diner anymore, are you?
What are you talking about? I'm working right now.
I went to your workplace today. They told me you quit a month ago. When I asked for details, it was actually a week ago, but you've been going to work since then. You've been lying.
I'm sorry. Actually, I was hanging out with friends, and I was planning to tell you about quitting. I just wanted some free time before that.
Some friends, huh? Must be really good friends.
What's that supposed to mean?
You've had plenty of free time. I asked about your shifts, too. You were only working 3 days a week, basically. But somehow you've been working 5 days a week for the past few months? Care to explain?
Well, sometimes I just wanted to be alone.
Alone shopping? Alone at expensive restaurants?
Have you been following me?
Didn't need to. The credit card statements told me enough.
You're checking up on me?
It's our joint account, remember? Or did you forget since you started using it for your dates?
They weren't dates.
I thought something was off. Your style got flashier and you got colder towards me. You even canceled our anniversary plans last minute.
I was just a little late.
But I had no choice but to cancel our restaurant reservation, remember?
Well, yes.
Funny how you were working late that night, but the diner said you'd already quit.
I can explain.
You're having an affair, aren't you?
I'm not. Have you been suspecting me this whole time? Your colleague just made a mistake.
Actually, I hadn't mentioned this, but my colleague took photos and videos.
Oh.
Nothing to say now?
Those could be anyone.
And I put up a security camera outside our house this past week. You got out of some guy's car, didn't you? I was too scared to check before, but I just watched it. The man looked like the one in my colleague's evidence photos.
You've been spying on me?
Protecting myself.
That's not it. He's just an acquaintance who's been helping me find work since I quit my part-time job.
At midnight in his car?
It's not what you think.
You think I'd believe that?
You're going to trust your colleague over your wife?
After seeing how you've been acting lately, and you even kept quitting your job a secret.
I was going to tell you.
When? After spending another month working late?
You're making assumptions.
Am I? Then explain the hotel receipts.
What receipts?
The ones you forgot to delete from your email. Our shared tablet synced them.
I...
Still want to deny it?
I'm not having an affair. Stop these accusations. If you want a divorce, I'll sign the papers. But I won't pay any compensation. You're being ridiculous, making a fuss about an affair.
Fine, then sign it and put it in the envelope next to it. It's addressed to my parents' house.
Well, I'll still get my share of our assets. It's laughable that you want a divorce just because I met someone. Maybe you should get your head checked at a hospital. Noah, are you awake? You're off today, right?
Yeah, but what? The property division discussion is tomorrow.
Can we talk?
About?
Us.
There is no us anymore.
I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I'm truly sorry.
Are you apologizing because I found out about the affair?
Well...
Funny how you denied it so strongly before, so you were having an affair after all.
I didn't think you'd find out.
Well, I thought even if you had photos of the affair partner, you wouldn't know who he was.
What do you mean?
The license plate was visible on the security camera. Plus, you kept meeting your affair partner even after we started divorce talks. I really thought you were stupid. You can still be sued for affair compensation even after divorce.
You wouldn't.
Why wouldn't I?
Hey, Noah, I want to start over with you. I finally realized how shallow I was, and I realized how much you treasured me.
It's too late. We're already divorced.
We could remarry.
After what you did?
I want to try again.
That's impossible. But I'm surprised. The area manager from your former workplace was your affair partner? Good for you finding such a good catch. I heard he's even getting promoted to department head this year.
Nothing good about it.
Oh, right. He's married, but he said he'd divorce his wife, right? That's why you agreed to our divorce so easily?
That's not it.
Don't tell me he said he won't leave his wife. Is that why you're trying to come back to me?
That's not it either.
It is. I know everything. I saw your messages with him.
What?
After I found your affair partner and learned he was married, I went to meet his wife. She was furious and took his phone as soon as he got home. The contents were too disgusting to repeat. You two were even talking about remarriage.
At that time, we were just caught up in the moment.
Just caught up in the moment for months?
I wasn't thinking straight.
Clearly, he was crying and begging on his knees, saying you were just a fling and his wife was his true love.
He said what?
Shocking, isn't it? Your soulmate threw you under the bus pretty quick.
How cruel. And you said I found a good catch knowing all this?
Don't play victim. You're the awful one here, right? You wouldn't even admit to the affair at first.
That's why I'm truly sorry now. I was stupid to trust him.
And?
I've learned my lesson. I know what I lost.
You mean what you threw away?
Yes. That's why I want to change and support you now.
Support me like you supported me by lying about working overtime?
I'll be different this time.
So you want to get back together and avoid paying compensation?
That's not it.
Just so you know, even if we get back together, you're still paying compensation.
What? You'd take money even if we reconcile?
That's the consequence of your actions.
But I thought if we got back together...
You thought wrong.
I'm unemployed now.
Not my problem.
So what do I do?
Figure it out.
I can't pay compensation even with a loan. I don't know how many years it would take to repay. Plus, his wife is also demanding compensation.
You brought this on yourself.
No, I'm sorry. It hasn't even been 2 weeks since we separated. Can people's feelings change so quickly?
You mean like how quickly your feelings changed when you started the affair?
Not that. I mean, since you decided to divorce.
When my colleague first showed me the photos, I thought it must be a mistake. So I tried to believe you, thinking it was someone who looked like you. But in proportion to that, your attitude got colder, and you started coming home later. When I heard you'd quit your job, my heart just broke instantly.
I never meant to hurt you.
But you did, every single day.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for hurting you, Noah. Right now, all I can do is apologize, but if you give me another chance, I promise I'll never betray you again.
Impossible. A woman who slept with another man while living with me isn't the Kate I loved anymore. Just thinking about it makes me sick.
please forgive me. If you abandon me now, I can't go on living. My parents won't let me come home either. I have nowhere to go.
Maybe you should have thought about that before betraying everyone who cared about you.
After living together for 3 years?
You spent a third of that having an affair. You agreed to the divorce, but now that you're cornered, you're clinging to me. If you were really sorry, you wouldn't even think about getting back together.
What am I supposed to do then?
Take responsibility for once.
Noah, please.
You're mentally ill. Maybe you should get checked at a hospital. Goodbye, Kate.
Noah? Noah, please answer. I really am sorry.
Afterward, we discussed property division and compensation. Since her compensation to me was deducted from the property division, my ex-wife received nothing. Furthermore, since the property division wasn't enough to cover the remaining compensation, she had to take out a loan for the rest. Of course, since my unemployed ex-wife couldn't pay, her parents covered it. Including the compensation to the affair partner's wife, her parents paid about $30,000. My ex-wife now works at a workplace connected to her parents' acquaintance to repay the debt. She'll be paying over $600 monthly toward the debt, so she'll be working hard for several years. Since she's not allowed to live at her parents' house, considering living expenses, it will be a very tough life. But this is all the result of her own actions. I've blocked her contact information, so there's no direct communication anymore. But occasionally letters expressing her regret arrive through the lawyer. I'm tired of it, so I ask to have those letters returned. I pray I never see her again. Since then, I've moved to a new place and returned to single life after 3 years. The shock of being betrayed by my wife was huge, and I was down for a while. But, supported by friends and family, I've recently found the energy to enjoy my hobbies again. Where there's bad, there's good. Believing this, I intend to try my best again. And I want to show my gratitude and return the kindness to those who supported me. Good evening, Penny.
Oh, Richard. What's up? It's been a while since you contacted me directly.
Actually, I'm reaching out because I have a favor to ask.
A favor? What is it?
Well, Jess's birthday is coming up next month, and I thought it would be wonderful if you could join us for the celebration.
Oh, you want me to celebrate with you two? Well, since you're newlyweds, why don't you just celebrate together? You don't need to feel obligated to include me, you know.
No, it's not that at all. I think Jess would be happier if you were there. Besides, now that we're married, I want to celebrate her birthday in a way that's a bit different from how we used to do things when we were dating.
Is that so? Well then, I guess I'll take you up on that offer.
Yes, please do. It'll be great to have you with us. I was also thinking of making it a bit of a surprise for her.
That sounds wonderful. Is there anything I can do to help? I'll gladly lend a hand with whatever you need.
Actually, there is something I was hoping you could help with. I remember your building has a party room available for residents. Do you think you could help arrange to reserve it?
Oh, that's right. There is one, isn't there? Sure, I can make the reservation. I've actually never used it myself, so I'm looking forward to it too.
Wait, you've never used it? With all the facilities your building has? It would be a shame not to make use of everything available. There's even a gym, right?
A gym, sure. But for a grandma like me, the exercise I get from daily shopping is exhausting enough.
Oh, come on, you're not even 60 yet. Age doesn't matter. And if you're interested, I would even show you some workouts. I actually go to the gym regularly myself.
No, you should focus on spending quality time with Jess. Otherwise, she might get annoyed with me for keeping you busy. She might say, "Why are you interfering with my newlywed time?"
I don't think she'd ever say that, but still.
Trust me, she would. I remember when I was newly married, my mother-in-law used to drop by almost every day. It was, challenging, to say the least.
But in this case, you're her actual mother, so I don't think it would bother her at all. And as for me, if it were you, I'd even be happy to have you live with us. I wouldn't mind at all.
Even if I were her real mother, having a family member constantly around can still feel a bit overwhelming. It's hard to relax with someone watching over you all the time, and living together can make things even more complicated.
But with you, I honestly don't think that would be an issue.
Just being able to chat with you like this from time to time is more than enough for me. I'm perfectly content with things as they are, and I appreciate you thinking of me. Oh, by the way, what time should I reserve the party room for?
Jess's birthday falls on a weekday, so could we decide on the exact time a bit later?
Of course, no problem. I'll wait for your message then.
Thank you for everything yesterday, Penny.
Jess's birthday party was a huge success. All the hard work we put in together really paid off, don't you think? And we can't forget the help of her friends who attended as well.
Oh, I apologize for bringing along so many friends without giving you much notice.
It's no trouble at all. As long as Jess and everyone enjoyed themselves, that's what matters.
They were thrilled to get to visit a high-rise condo. They kept saying it was so cool to be there. Thank you again for arranging everything. It's all because of you.
Oh, I didn't do anything special. The condo was something my husband left for us, so really you could say it's all thanks to him, not me.
No, I don't think so. You helped us with the food preparations and all the small details, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. But still, I have to say, there's just something so impressive about high-rise condos. The view at night is breathtaking, and it's something people can only dream about.
It's not all benefits, though I don't work, so I'm flexible with my time. But I hear the elevators are packed in the mornings for people heading to work. Plus, in the event of an earthquake, I've heard it can be challenging to evacuate from high-rise buildings.
Maybe, but earthquakes don't happen all the time. I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives.
I suppose in a way, having this condo gives me peace of mind for my old age. That security is reassuring.
Exactly, and if necessary, you could always sell it later. Having this place means you don't have to worry about the future. But I imagine you don't plan on living here forever, right?
That's right. When I get to a point where I need care, I'm planning to move into a facility.
Actually, Penny, if you'd like, would you consider moving in with us?
What? You mean, live together?
Yes, I'm sure Jess would love to have you living with us. And if we're together, there'd be no need for any kind of external care, don't you think?
Well, you don't need to worry about taking care of me. I have no intention of burdening Jess or you.
It wouldn't be a burden at all. I'd be honored to help you out, and I don't consider it a nuisance whatsoever. Please, let me take care of you.
It would be too awkward for me. Plus, this place isn't spacious enough for a family. It's perfect for a couple or just me alone. It's well suited for that kind of living arrangement.
But it's a 2-bedroom, right?
Yes, but the rooms aren't as separated as you'd think. There's an open connection between spaces that's more suited to a single person or a couple, in my opinion.
I don't think it would be a problem. Actually, I'm really concerned about you living alone. Elderly people on their own, there are so many things that can happen unexpectedly.
Well, we'll deal with things as they come.
Don't say that. It's not realistic. You'd be so much better off living with us, I'm sure of it.
I don't have the best memories of living with family in the past. I lived with my mother-in-law briefly, and although it was fine, we each had our own routines, and I found that it was difficult to adjust.
I'd adjust my routine for you.
What are you saying? Just having you two live happily together is enough for me, you know.
Are you really so set against living with us?
It's not that. Really, I'm fine on my own for now. There's no need to change anything.
You're so stubborn.
Sorry?
I'm offering to look after you in the future. An elderly person shouldn't be so selfish.
Richard, what are you talking about?
If living together bothers you that much, why don't you just move out? That would work for me too.
Wait, are you saying that you want to live here?
Yes, that's what I've been saying all along. There's a high-rise condo here, perfect for a family, but you're refusing to let us live here. Do you realize how hard it is financially for young people these days? If we lived together, we'd have a lot more breathing room financially. Don't you care about helping us?
It's not like you're struggling, right? Besides, both you and Jess are working, and you're able to live comfortably enough, I think.
Why should we have to pay rent somewhere when there's a perfectly good condo here that we could live in? And you're planning to go into a facility eventually, so letting us live here wouldn't hurt you at all. This place will go to Jess eventually anyway, right?
Well, in that case, there's no rush, don't you think? We don't need to live together just yet.
I'm saying it's a waste for an old woman like you to be living in a high-rise condo on her own.
Is that how you've been feeling about this?
I thought when we got married you'd bring up the idea of us all living together, but you never did. I hinted about it repeatedly, but you didn't seem to get it. You're telling me you don't care about your daughter's happiness? You're happy living here alone while you make her struggle with me?
I do care about Jess. I thought that was clear. But living together is a different matter entirely.
So you really plan on keeping this condo to yourself, don't you?
What do you mean, keeping it to myself? This is my home.
But you still have the inheritance that Jess's father left, don't you? So why not let us live here? You can't even make full use of a high-rise condo.
Has Jess told you she wants to live here?
Of course she does. She just wouldn't ask because you're her mother, and she doesn't want to hurt you by saying she wants you to leave. That's why I'm speaking up for her.
Then I'll talk to Jess directly.
Please don't. That's just gonna put her in an awkward position. She won't admit it to you, and if you do ask, I'll leave Jess. I'll divorce her.
What?
Don't interfere, okay? All you need to do is agree to let us live here. Just hand over the keys and everything will be fine.
I can't give you an answer right now. I didn't expect to hear something like this from you, so I need time to think.
I didn't expect you'd be so resistant to the idea either. I thought you were kind, but it's clear now that it was just a facade. That's disappointing. Anyway, don't take too long to decide. I'd like to move in as soon as possible.
Why the rush?
That's none of your concern. I'll expect an answer within a week. Consider carefully what your response will mean for Jess's future. I hope you make the right choice. It's been a week, Penny. I've given you some time to think, so I'm reaching out to hear what you've decided.
So, about that idea of letting you guys move into my high-rise condo, I've thought it over, but honestly, I'm afraid I can't approve it after all. I don't think it's something I can just allow.
So despite everything, you haven't changed your mind, have you? Seems like your answer is the same as before.
That's right. This house, this condo you're asking about, it's something my late husband left for me. It's more than just a place to live. It holds sentimental value. Unless there's some extraordinary reason, I can't just bring myself to let Jess move in without any understanding of the situation, and certainly not without a discussion. I think it's best for you to sit down and have a serious conversation with Jess first.
So are you telling me that it doesn't even matter to you if Jess and I end up divorcing over this issue?
I haven't told Jess anything about this yet. She has no idea about these conversations we've been having.
Well, if you refuse to hand over the condo, then I'll follow through with a divorce. I hope you understand I'm serious about this.
What are you saying? This wasn't part of any of our discussions or understandings. You're changing things entirely.
I've already told you that I want the condo. How many times do I need to repeat myself before it finally gets through to you?
Oh, to threaten divorce over something like this, it's really too much, don't you think? You're acting so irrationally right now.
If you truly think it's something so minor, why don't you just hand it over then? Or do you really want to risk your dear daughter going through the pain and struggle of a divorce? You, of all people, should know how much Jess cares about me and how much she wants our marriage to work. Are you really going to ruin the life of your own daughter, who's still in the early, joyful days of her marriage?
Fine, if that's what it takes.
So you finally come around? Does that mean you're going to let us have it?
I'll go through with it, but I am warning you now, don't come crying to me later telling me you regret it.
Regret it? Why would I regret it, you old hag? Just hurry up and do it.
Just so we're clear, I'll be transferring ownership to Jess, not you directly. This doesn't mean that the condo will become your property.
Jess and I are married. I don't need to be listed as the official owner for this to work out fine for me. This'll do just perfectly.
I think that before trying to convince me, it would have been more appropriate to go through your wife, Jess. You're married to her, after all. Don't you find it strange that you didn't even bother to bring her into this conversation? Shouldn't she be the one asking for these things, not you?
The thing is, Jess would find it uncomfortable to come to you with this kind of request, so I'm handling it for her. Don't make me say the same thing over and over again. Unless, is this a sign that you're starting to lose your memory? Could it be that old age is catching up with you faster than you realize?
All right, I've heard quite enough of this nonsense. If that's how it has to be, then I will transfer the condo to Jess. But in exchange, I have one single request. From now on, I don't want you to involve me in anything else, ever again.
Fine, whatever. Just make sure you explain things to Jess in a way that doesn't cast me as the bad guy. If you twist things around and make me look like the villain in her eyes, I'll proceed with the divorce immediately. If you truly want to protect your daughter's happiness, then I'd advise you to follow my instructions exactly as I've laid them out. Penny, what in the world have you done to me? How could you betray me like this after everything?
Richard, weren't we clear on this? We had an agreement, remember? You promised not to involve me anymore, didn't you?
That doesn't matter anymore. I've had enough. And you still haven't transferred the condo to Jess, right? You promised her, and now you're backing out.
We never set a date for transferring it, remember? You're being unreasonable, as usual. We never had a firm agreement on when it was to happen.
How selfish can you be? I've just been hit with a divorce from Jess. Do you have any idea what that means? And you, don't try to pretend you didn't tell her everything about me. You told her, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I told her. Why wouldn't I? She had a right to know the truth.
This is outrageous! You're ruining your own daughter's life! Do you even care about her happiness?
Of course I care about Jess's happiness, and that's exactly why I told her everything. I'm not going to let you manipulate her and ruin her future for your own selfish reasons. Why are you acting so surprised? You really thought I wouldn't take action after seeing what you were doing?
So you don't care if Jess ends up with a divorce on her record? Is that what you're saying?
If she needs to divorce you in order to protect herself and her future, then yes, I am fully supportive of that. You're the one who put her in this position, not me. If divorce is what she needs, then that's what I'll stand by. The fact is, you're the one who's falling apart right now, not her.
I'm not falling apart! Don't you dare say that!
Then why are you texting me? If you're not in crisis, why would you come to me for help? It doesn't make sense.
I loved Jess. I really did, and now look what's happening. This is all happening because of you and your interference. I had my reasons for what I did, but you just couldn't mind your own business.
You had reasons? Oh, I'm sure you do. What are you talking about? Is this about the debt you racked up?
What? What do you mean by that?
I'm not stupid, Richard. I figured it out. Your behavior was suspicious, and I looked into it. You've been hiding things from Jess for a while now, and I could tell you were hiding something big. Why do you think I'm still upset? You weren't being honest with her, and that's something I can't let slide.
Then why didn't you just help me out if you knew? You could have been a little more understanding. I really need help. I'm drowning here.
Help you? You're the one who got yourself into this mess through gambling and reckless spending. You didn't think about anyone else while you were spending Jess's inheritance and making bad choices, and now you want me to bail you out?
I was gonna pay it back. I never meant for it to get this bad.
Really? Because Jess told me that her account balance was $10,000 less than it should have been. Don't you see? This isn't just about a mistake. This is about your refusal to be honest. You didn't talk to anyone. You didn't try to fix it. You just kept hiding it, hoping no one would find out.
I couldn't tell her. I just couldn't. It was too hard.
You couldn't tell her the truth because you knew it would hurt her. But by not telling her, you hurt her even more. Don't you get it? If you wanted to protect Jess, the first step would have been to come clean. Instead, you thought you could hide it and keep going. Well, look where that got you.
If you had just agreed to give us the condo, this never would have happened. Why are you being so greedy, Penny, you selfish old woman?
Enough. I am not going to stand here and let you call me greedy. You're the one who used up all your wife's savings without a second thought. You're the one who tried to take my condo without asking, without even considering how it would affect anyone else. You want to talk about greed? Look at yourself. You got yourself into debt, and now you're trying to drag everyone else into your mess.
That's not fair. I thought you understood. If there's a reason to help someone, it's when they're in trouble. Why can't you see that I'm in trouble? I'm desperate, Penny.
Desperate? You think that's an excuse for everything you've done? I have no obligation to help you, Richard. If anyone needs to help you, it's your wife, Jess. She's the one who's been directly affected by your actions. She's the one who has to deal with the aftermath of your mess.
Then please, Penny, I'm begging you, talk to Jess for me. Tell her I'm sorry. Tell her I was wrong. I was careless and I know I hurt her, but I love her. I can't live without her. I'll do anything. Just give me a chance to fix things.
Why should I help you fix anything? You've done enough damage already. I don't trust anything you say anymore, Richard. Your words don't mean anything to me.
But I mean it! I really do! I want to change. I'll do whatever it takes. I meant it when I said I wanted to live together as a family. I trusted you, Penny. I thought we could work together.
Work together? You want me to believe that after everything you've done? You want me to trust you again? You can forget that. You can keep telling yourself that you've learned something, but the truth is you'll never change. Not without serious effort, and even then, I'm not sure it's enough.
Please, Penny! I need you to help me. I don't know what to do anymore. I just want Jess back.
And what makes you think you deserve her back? After all this, you still think you can just get everything back to normal? You think that's how this works?
I don't know what else to do. I really love Jess. I'm not perfect, I know that, but I don't want to lose her. I can't lose her.
You should have thought about that before you put her through all of this. Now it's too late. You're going to have to face the consequences, and so is she. But if you really care, you should have put her needs first a long time ago.
Please, Penny, I just need one more chance, please.
One more chance? You had all the chances you needed, Richard. But you blew it. Now you're going to have to deal with the fallout. You can't expect anyone to fix this but you.
I understand. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to fix things.
Well, it's too late for apologies. And as for Jess, you're going to have to figure it out on your own. I'm done trying to fix your mess. After that, my son-in-law Richard ended up divorcing my daughter, and he found himself left to shoulder the burdens of his debt alone. It wasn't a surprise to me, though I felt a certain level of sadness for what had transpired. I had seen the cracks in their relationship for a long time, but I had hoped things might improve. Unfortunately, reality had a different plan. I had always wished that they would work things out, and when they got married, I truly hoped that Richard would be the kind of husband my daughter deserved. However, that wasn't the reality. From what I've heard and gathered over the course of the months, Richard had developed a troubling addiction to online casinos and hostess clubs. His gambling spiraled out of control, and as a result, he accumulated a massive debt, somewhere around $30,000. I didn't know the full extent of it until later, but by that time, the damage had already been done. It wasn't a figure to be taken lightly, and as much as he tried to apologize, it was clear that both my daughter and I were no longer in a place where we could forgive him. I had seen how destructive his habits were. It wasn't just the money. It was the trust he had broken, the lies, and the emotional toll it took on my daughter. Richard, for all his flaws, still came to us on several occasions to apologize, seeking some form of redemption or at least a chance to rebuild his relationship with my daughter. He had failed, and his apologies felt empty. I watched my daughter grow more and more distant each time, and each of his apologies only seemed to widen the gap between them. My daughter had tried to make it work for a while, but as the years went by, she started to see him for who he truly was. When you're married to someone, it's not always clear to the people around you what the marriage really looks like behind closed doors. The cracks are often hidden, and the issues that build up over time aren't easily visible to others. But my daughter could no longer ignore them. Over time, she began noticing Richard's behavior more and more. His late nights became frequent, and he would sometimes disappear without explanation, his phone constantly on silent. It raised more than a few red flags, and there were times when they argued heatedly about it. My daughter was no longer the carefree young woman she had been when they first got married. She was becoming more anxious and suspicious of him, and who could blame her? She had every right to be concerned. Richard's actions weren't just a betrayal of trust. They were a clear sign of his lack of respect for her, for their marriage, and for their future. At first, my daughter struggled to talk to me about it. She didn't want to burden me with her problems, and I understood that. But as things escalated, she could no longer keep it all to herself. I could tell by the look in her eyes that something was wrong. When she finally opened up to me, I saw the pain in her heart. She had tried to make sense of Richard's behavior for a long time, but nothing seemed to add up. It was heartbreaking to watch. I knew this wasn't the future she had imagined for herself when they first got married. This wasn't the life she had dreamed of. One day my daughter came to me, frustrated and upset. She had just had another argument with him, and she wanted some advice. It was hard to watch her go through this, knowing how deeply she cared for him and how much she had invested in their life together. But at the same time, it was clear to me that she was slowly realizing that she deserved so much more than this. She deserved someone who could be a true partner to her, someone who would love and respect her. Richard was failing her on both fronts. I could see how tired she was, emotionally and mentally. It wasn't just the gambling, it was the lack of communication, the dishonesty, and the emotional distance that had formed between them. To be honest, though, there were moments when I questioned myself as well. There was a part of me that wondered if I had somehow contributed to this situation. If I hadn't been living in the tower apartment, if I had agreed to move in with them, would things have turned out differently? There were times when I felt guilty for not offering to help them more, but in my heart I knew that my daughter needed to figure things out on her own. She had to face the reality of her situation, no matter how painful it might have been. I couldn't keep enabling a toxic relationship, even if I wanted to protect her from hurt. When my daughter eventually decided to file for divorce, I wasn't surprised, though I felt sorrow for the end of their marriage. It wasn't that I didn't understand why she was doing it. It simply was hard to accept that the person she had once loved so deeply had become someone unrecognizable to her. It was a painful process, but in the end, it was the only option for her well-being. Staying in a relationship like that would have been even worse. She had tried everything she could, and she had reached a point where she had to choose herself. Her mental and emotional health were more important than anything else. Richard's debt, his addiction, and his betrayal weren't things that could simply be forgiven with an apology. Those were real consequences of his actions, and my daughter had to make a choice. And she chose herself. She chose her own happiness over the promises and dreams they had once shared. I respected that decision, though I knew it wasn't easy for her. There's a lot of emotional weight that comes with ending a marriage, even when you know it's the right thing to do. The thought of the future she had imagined with Richard was gone, replaced with uncertainty and heartache. But it was a future that wasn't built on solid ground anyway. She had to let go of that future and begin building a new one. After the divorce, my daughter moved in with me for a while. It wasn't ideal, but it was temporary. She needed time to heal, and I was more than happy to offer her a place to stay. She moved into my tower apartment, which had plenty of space for her to have her privacy. She wasn't used to relying on anyone for support, but she had to allow herself some time to breathe. I could see the pain in her eyes, but I could also see the determination in them. She wasn't going to let this define her. She was strong, and I knew she would bounce back. A few months later, though, my daughter told me that it was time for her to move out. She felt it was important to stand on her own again. I wasn't surprised. She's always been fiercely independent, and I knew that she wouldn't want to be in a situation where she was relying on me forever. But there was a part of me that didn't want to see her leave. I was worried about her. Still, I respected her decision. She had always been so capable, and I knew that she would make it on her own. She had learned a lot from this experience, and I had faith that she would find her way. Since moving out, my daughter has continued to impress me with her strength and resilience. I have no doubt that she will find happiness again. I hope she meets someone who truly understands her. Someone who will treat her with the respect and love she deserves. But even if she doesn't, I know she'll be okay. She's already found happiness in herself, and that's more important than anything else. If she ever finds herself struggling again, I'll be there for her, just as I always have been. I've made sure that she knows she can count on me no matter what. I may not be able to solve all her problems, but I will always be there to listen and offer advice when she needs it. My role as her mother is to support her, even if that means stepping back and letting her make her own decisions. I've come to realize that sometimes the best thing you can do for your child is to let them go, to let them figure things out on their own. It's not easy to do, but it's necessary. My daughter is capable of handling whatever life throws at her. She's been through a lot, but she's come out on the other side stronger. I'm proud of her for that. She's learned valuable lessons, and I know she'll continue to grow and learn as time goes on. As for Richard, I'm not sure what's in store for him. He made his own choices, and now he has to live with the consequences. I don't know if he'll ever understand the damage he caused, but that's not my concern anymore. What matters is that my daughter is free from him, free to live her life without the weight of his mistakes dragging her down. She deserves the freedom to explore life and love on her own terms. In the end, what matters most is that my daughter has learned how to take care of herself. She's learned how to value herself and what she deserves, and that, more than anything, is the greatest gift I could give her. I've watched her grow, and I couldn't be more proud of the woman she's become. She's learned from her past, and she's ready for whatever the future holds. I know she'll find happiness one way or another. She's strong, and she's not afraid to stand up for herself. I have every faith in her. I'll continue to support her in any way I can, but I'll also let her go, let her live her own life, and let her find her own happiness. And if she ever needs me, I'll be there, no matter what.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Mike, tomorrow you're going to take Faith out to play, right? You remember the promise, don't you? About how you'd be taking her to her favorite park for the day?
Huh? Of course I remember. You don't need to keep asking me. It's fine, really.
You say that, but you always forget, don't you? How many times have you canceled plans with Faith at the last minute before again?
I don't think it's been that many times. I'm sure I've kept most of the promises I made.
What are you talking about? You've actually kept fewer promises than you've broken. You're always saying that you'll take her out, but then something comes up and it falls through. I'm telling you, you really need to spend more time with Faith. She's always asking for you, and you hardly ever follow through. It's really sad how little attention she gets from you.
I do spend time with her. We go to the park together on my days off. I'm not ignoring her, you know. Jeez, can't you just let a man be for once instead of nagging them to death?
You just take her there and leave her to play by herself, though. That's not really spending time with her at all, actually. You just sit there and she has to entertain herself like always. That's not playing with her, Mike. You need to actually get involved. Faith often says she's upset because you don't play with her, and it breaks my heart to hear that. She's been waiting for you to play with her, and you just leave her alone. Don't you see that?
No, I really don't think that's what happens. I'm sure she has a good time, even when I'm not actively playing with her.
I heard from her that you just sit there looking at your phone while she plays alone. Honestly, I'm getting tired of hearing this. You probably don't even realize how much she needs you to engage with her. You're probably just playing your games again, right? That's why she's been feeling so neglected. Tomorrow, when she's looking forward to spending time with you, make sure to actually play with her this time, okay? You've got to stop letting her down.
I already play with her, I do, but Faith is always asking for more. I can't be at her beck and call all the time. She's the one who's being too demanding.
If you were really spending enough time with her, she wouldn't feel the way she does. She wouldn't be saying all that. She just wants to be with you, to feel like you're really there with her. She's not being selfish, she's just asking for your attention. It's not a lot to ask, is it? You really need to stop blaming her and start looking at yourself. I don't think you realize how much she craves your affection. She needs her father, Mike, not just someone who's physically present, but not really there emotionally.
Oh, please, I'm not the one who's at fault here. You're just spoiling her too much, that's all. You're the one who always gives in to whatever she wants, and now she's just acting out because of it. I don't think I'm the one who's really making her this way.
Oh, come on. You're the one who's spoiled, not Faith. You were the youngest son in your family, always pampered and treated like the special one, so I'm not surprised that you're so selfish. You think everything revolves around you and you never want to admit that you have any flaws. Maybe you should take a good look at yourself before blaming anyone else.
You've got to be kidding me! You're always so critical, always pointing out my flaws. It's getting really old, you know. You always have something to complain about, but you don't see your own issues. It's like you don't even care about how much you nag. It's exhausting.
Faith is an only child, Mike. She doesn't have anyone else to play with on her own. Her parents should be the ones to spend time with her, especially on her days off. She's been waiting for tomorrow, all excited about you taking her out, and you can't just cancel on her like you usually do. Do you understand how disappointed she'll be? She's looking forward to it so much. You need to follow through for her sake. Don't break her heart again.
I said I get it. Can you stop nagging now? I understand, okay? I'll make sure to spend time with her, but you don't have to keep repeating yourself over and over.
If you were a good father to begin with, I wouldn't have to say anything at all. But you're always all talk, making promises and never keeping them. You act like you're this great dad, but you never actually do anything. I'm not asking for perfection, but I do expect you to be involved, to take some responsibility, and I'm not seeing that from you, Mike. You just sit there criticizing me, but when it comes to doing something yourself, you're never there.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that you talk a big game about being a father, but you don't back it up with actions. You always have something to say about my parenting, but you don't even help. You don't play with the kids. You don't take responsibility for anything. It's like you think being a dad means just being there sometimes, but you have to actually do things too. You're neglecting your role and it's affecting Faith. She's craving your attention, but you're too busy doing other things.
I can play with her, I'm telling you. It's just that you're always on my case and I can't take it anymore. I'm doing my best here and it's frustrating to hear you criticize me all the time. If I try to do anything, you say it's not good enough. It's always something with you.
You say that, but I don't see any real effort from you. It's just words, Mike. You've been neglecting Faith and you can't even see it. Maybe it's time for you to stop making excuses and start acting like the father you're supposed to be. Mike, what are you doing? Answer the phone. I've been calling you non-stop since earlier.
Huh? What is this number of missed calls? What's with all these missed calls? I'm in the middle of playing with Faith and it's really bothering me. You told me to take her out, so don't interrupt us.
Don't mess around. The one you're playing with isn't even our daughter.
What?
Get out of the hotel. I know everything.
Hotel? What are you talking about?
You're there, aren't you?
Are you sleep talking or something? There's no way I'm at a hotel. Faith is with me too.
What are you saying? Don't try to make me laugh, you liar.
What's with all the nonsense you've been saying? The hotel? I don't understand what you're talking about at all.
The one who doesn't understand is you. I heard about it from Faith and I was horrified.
Huh? What do you mean you heard it from Faith? Faith is here with me. She's been with me the whole time today, playing together.
That's impossible. Faith is with me right now, at the hospital.
The hospital?
Faith was taken by ambulance and I got the call. Of course you didn't notice anything was wrong with our daughter, did you? You were at the hotel the whole time, right?
Wait a minute, why is Faith at the hospital?
She was found collapsed in the street. It was heat stroke, apparently.
Heat stroke?
You left Faith in the car, didn't you? In this sweltering heat, what were you thinking leaving her like that?
I made sure to leave the windows open.
Are you stupid? Opening the windows doesn't make any significant difference in the car's internal temperature. Faith couldn't stand it and tried to escape from the window on her own. It's a good thing she's a smart kid.
She managed to get out through that gap?
She's thin, so she got out okay, but if she hadn't been able to get out? Someone passing by called an ambulance and she was rushed to the nearest hospital for treatment.
So she's okay?
By the time I got to the hospital, she had regained consciousness. She's able to talk now.
I see. That's a relief. But still, how did they contact you?
Faith has all kinds of allergies from birth, right? Whenever we go out, I make sure to give her a contact book.
A contact book from her kindergarten?
Not the kindergarten one, I made a separate one. I guess you never noticed it all this time.
I didn't know anything about that.
I've talked about it several times before, though. You just weren't paying attention. It contains a list of things she's allergic to and emergency contacts. It's for when something happens so she can get the right treatment immediately.
You're really thorough. You're kind of overly nervous, though.
But thanks to that, I was contacted. That cautiousness paid off.
Anyway, Faith is fine, right?
She's fine, but she's been saying something weird.
Something weird?
She pointed out the window and said, "Daddy went into that castle over there." You understand, right? There's a big hotel shaped like a castle on the outskirts of town. And of course, it's not a normal hotel, is it? I can even see it from her hospital room. That's how I knew you were at that hotel. There's only one reason someone would go there, right? You're with some woman now, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. But even so, you don't have the right to yell at me about it.
You have some nerve acting all big and tough when you're the one who cheated. I haven't even heard an apology from you yet.
The reason I cheated was because there were issues at home. My wife lost her charm, and Faith is spoiled and selfish. Of course I ended up looking elsewhere.
What is that? Are you blaming us now? Are you saying that your cheating is our fault?
When a husband cheats, it's usually because the wife doesn't do enough to keep him at home. If you don't put in any effort to keep your husband happy, this is what happens.
I'm angry about the affair, but more than that, I am furious about what you did to Faith. Do you realize that Faith could have lost her life because of you? Do you understand that? You are an awful father.
In the end, she's okay, isn't she? So what's the big deal?
That doesn't mean you get a free pass. Did you think buying a bunch of snacks for Faith would make up for it?
Faith agreed to stay in the car. It's not like I forced her.
Faith told me she was scared of you and couldn't say no. She said you told her to stay in the car and threatened her not to tell me.
I didn't threaten her. Again, Faith is lying. She's just like you, a troublesome woman.
To blame Faith after you made her suffer? What kind of person are you?
She's recovered, so just go home quickly. It's a waste of money for her to stay in the hospital.
You're not going to visit the hospital?
What's the point? I'm not going to pick her up. You two can go home by yourselves.
I'm so glad it's a holiday today. It was a last-minute call, but everyone's going to come over. Are you planning to just ignore the messages? Well, whatever. The sisters are heading to the hospital where you are now, so, all right, see you soon.
What? My sisters are coming here?
Oh, you replied pretty quickly. Looks like my plan worked perfectly, huh?
Are you seriously telling me my sisters are coming here?
Yep, that's right. All 4 of your sisters are on their way. It's been a while since you've seen them, hasn't it? You usually avoid meeting up with them, don't you? Are you that uncomfortable around them?
Did you contact my sisters to tell them to come?
Who else would I contact? I've made sure to tell them all about what happened today.
What the hell are you doing, airing our family's delicate issues to the outside world? You never even contact them, so why today of all days?
Huh? What did you expect me to do? You're hopeless and useless, and all you ever do is get defensive and refuse to take any responsibility. So I decided to let your sisters handle this.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Your sisters are all furious with you. And can you blame them? You cheated, put our daughter's life in danger, and then tried to make it our fault. Your sisters are not going to let you get away with this.
Why, of all people, did you contact my sisters?
I figured your parents would be too weak for this. You're the youngest of 5 siblings, and you've never won a fight with your sisters, have you? You were always pampered by your parents because you're the youngest son, but your sisters? They're terrifying.
Those sisters of mine are monsters! You have no idea how scary they are!
Well, those scary sisters of yours are actually coming together to handle this for you. This is really helping me out. The one who lives closest to you is probably already on her way here. Can't wait to see what happens.
Already? This is seriously bad!
You should have just come to the hospital already. It's your own fault for digging yourself into this hole.
Call my sisters and tell them to go back right now!
It's too late for that. They're already on their way. If you had any time to complain, you should have run away by now. You might even get caught with your little affair partner too, you know? Good job today. I was able to watch the entire scene when you got scolded by your sisters during the video call. The woman you were having an affair with was crying uncontrollably. Honestly, it was hard to even watch because it was so intense.
I'm so sorry for what I did. I truly regret it.
Looks like your sisters really made you apologize. It's good to see you finally admit what you did. It's about time you said something. I had almost given up on hearing an apology from you.
I know I'm a terrible father. I don't deserve any sympathy. Please, I'm truly sorry for everything that's happened.
It was actually kind of funny watching you kneel outside the hotel, doing that whole act of submission. Looked so pitiful. On top of all that, Faith is going to be admitted to the hospital today, so I might go over there to check on her. I don't want to just leave everything to your sisters, as much as I trust them to handle things.
Enough already! I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just want to go home. Can we please just end it? You've made your point, haven't you?
It seems like you've really given up now. Just a little while ago, you were acting so proud and strong, like nothing could faze you. Now look at you. It's almost pathetic how quickly you've broken down.
You don't understand anything, do you? It's easy for you to sit there and talk like that. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under right now. You don't know the half of it.
Well, that's because you really don't know how bad your situation is. Your sisters didn't just scold you, you know. They made sure to interrogate your mistress as well. I have to say, they did a thorough job, and now I know all of her personal details. Her name, address, phone number, even where she works. I know it all now.
Oh, really? So what else did you find out about her?
She works at the same company as you, believe it or not.
Wait, really? She works at the same place?
Yes, and guess what else? She's married too.
What? She's married?
Yeah, apparently you two were planning to leave your spouses and be together.
No, that's not how it was. She wasn't gonna leave her husband for me. This was just a fling, a momentary lapse in judgment. It wasn't meant to be anything serious, I swear.
Come on, you're kidding yourself. This wasn't just a casual fling. If it had been, you wouldn't have been sneaking around like this. And now you're trying to cover it up by lying again. Well, your mistress's husband wasn't so naive.
Wait, what? You talked to him?
Yeah, I called him. I got his number from your mistress.
Why would you call her husband? Are you trying to make things worse?
Well, I had to explain the situation, didn't I? I told him everything. Of course he was furious. He's planning on suing you for alimony.
What? Alimony? No, that can't be right. I don't have money for something like that. You can't be serious.
Alimony isn't something to joke about, you know. You're going to be hit with a massive financial burden. And considering how you just bought that car, I'm guessing you're not exactly rolling in cash right now.
I'm telling you, I don't have the money. I just made a big purchase. You don't understand how tough things are right now.
Well, I'm not going to be the one who has to pay it. That's not my problem. Plus, I'm divorcing you, so I'll be in the clear. But I'm still going to sue you and your mistress for alimony. You'll be paying for this one way or another.
Wait, double alimony? Seriously? That's gonna ruin me!
Well, maybe you and your mistress should figure out how to split the bill together. After all, you're both responsible for this mess.
I told you she's not gonna marry me! She's not serious about anything!
Well, you're on your own then. Just don't come crying to me for help. By the way, don't even think about asking your family for assistance. Your sisters have already told your parents not to get involved and to let you handle this yourself.
You've gotta be kidding me! Are your sisters hoping I'll go bankrupt?
They said they want you to learn your lesson the hard way. They're not going to let you get away with this without facing real consequences. I have to say I respect them for not giving you any breaks, even though you're family.
They really are ruthless, aren't they?
Your sisters aren't about to coddle you. They want to make sure you never make the same mistake again. They don't care if it's going to hurt you. They're determined to make you suffer for what you've done.
Okay, I'll pay the alimony. Just please don't make this worse than it already is. Especially if this gets out to my workplace. I can't afford for that to happen.
You are really worried about your job image, huh? Well, I can understand that. If your affair gets out, you'll be in for some serious trouble. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
I've worked so hard to maintain a professional reputation at work. My bosses like the image I've built for myself. If this scandal gets out, I won't be able to show my face at work again. My career will be over.
Your reputation? You think you can hide behind that? It's all a joke. You're just fooling yourself. You should see how you really act when no one's watching.
I'm not fooling myself. Everyone at work has to put on a good front. It's just how things are in the professional world. If this gets exposed, I won't be able to go back to my office. I'll be completely humiliated.
Well, I guess you'll just have to live with that humiliation. You'll have to deal with the shame and guilt every day. That's what you get for making such foolish decisions.
I should have just taken Faith to the park today. Why couldn't I just have been patient? Why couldn't I have made better choices?
Just now, Faith asked me, "Is Daddy a prince?" She thought you were some kind of hero. I couldn't help but laugh.
A prince? Me? How in the world?
She must have thought that because you were going into that hotel. She asked if you were off to save a princess. Isn't it hilarious? A guy who gets beaten up by a woman in front of a hotel can hardly be called a prince, right? After everything that had transpired, Mike ultimately found himself in a situation where there was no escape. The ramifications of his infidelity were far-reaching, and despite his initial hopes that things could simply be smoothed over, it became increasingly evident that such wishes were nothing more than a fantasy. The damage had already been done, and the consequences were unavoidable. He was forced to pay a substantial sum in alimony, a financial burden that would haunt him for years to come. It was the least of what he could do, considering the betrayal he had inflicted on both me and our daughter. At first, Mike had thought he could avoid the full impact of his actions, but reality hit him hard when he was faced with the legal and emotional consequences of his affair. Although the woman with whom Mike had been involved didn't immediately end her marriage, the consequences for her were just as severe. While she had managed to keep the facade of a happy marriage intact for a time, it became apparent that the affair couldn't stay hidden forever. Despite her husband's apparent willingness to stay, it seemed that she couldn't escape the ripple effects of her betrayal. The affair had left scars that were impossible to cover up, and eventually, those wounds began to bleed into every aspect of her life. Not only had she destroyed the trust in her marriage, but she also had to contend with the fallout of her actions at work. She chose to quit her job, leaving behind her career, possibly in an attempt to avoid the judgment and the consequences of the affair becoming public knowledge. Word had gotten out about her involvement with Mike, and it didn't take long for whispers to start circulating. Gossip spread like wildfire through the office, and her position there became untenable. She may have thought she could carry on with business as usual, but once the affair became public knowledge, it was impossible to ignore. She resigned under the pressure of the situation, likely hoping to escape the scrutiny that was building around her. The gossip in the workplace spread far and wide, and it did not take long for everyone to know what had been going on. It was as if the entire office was talking about her and the affair, discussing the affair in hushed tones, and wondering how she could have let things get so out of hand. The whispers weren't just about her actions, they also included details about her personal life and her relationship with Mike. The affair had become the subject of office gossip, and it was impossible for her to return to work as if nothing had happened. Her reputation at the company had been tarnished, and there was no way to repair the damage that had been done. She probably wished she could go back in time and undo everything, but the truth had already been exposed, and there was no going back. As for Mike, while he stayed at his job, it wasn't without difficulty. He was forced to endure a level of discomfort that he hadn't expected. Despite his best efforts to act as if everything was fine, it was clear to everyone around him that the affair had affected him deeply. The gossip and judgment from his colleagues were inescapable, and he soon realized that the facade he had tried to build had crumbled. He wasn't able to carry on as if nothing had happened. The judgment from others was something he couldn't ignore, no matter how much he tried. He found it difficult to focus on his work, constantly preoccupied with the rumors and whispers that followed him wherever he went. It wasn't just an issue of office gossip. It was the overwhelming sense that everyone knew what he had done. His colleagues, who had once respected him, now looked at him with a mixture of disappointment and judgment. Despite the strain of being in that environment, Mike chose to stay at his job. Perhaps he thought it would be easier to simply ride out the storm, to wait for the scandal to blow over. But as time passed, it became clear that nothing would ever be the same again. The affair had shattered not only our marriage, but also his sense of self. His image at work had been forever tainted by the betrayal. He couldn't escape the fact that he had hurt me, his family, and others who had trusted him. The guilt and shame of his actions weighed heavily on him, and it was becoming more and more difficult for him to function normally. Every day felt like a struggle, as he had to face the consequences of his decisions. The man he had once been, confident and respected, was now a shadow of his former self, constantly living under the cloud of his past mistakes. Meanwhile, my life had taken a different turn. While the pain and heartbreak of Mike's betrayal had initially overwhelmed me, I had slowly begun to rebuild my life. My daughter and I were learning to live without him. It was difficult at first. The emotional toll had been immense, and there were times when I wasn't sure how I would cope. But over time, I found the strength I needed to keep moving forward. I had to, for my daughter's sake and for my own. The world didn't stop just because of Mike's mistakes, and I had to find a way to navigate through the mess he had left behind. I couldn't afford to wallow in self-pity. I had to stay strong for her. With Mike's financial contributions, alimony, and child support, I was able to support my daughter. It wasn't an ideal situation, but it was enough to get us by. But what mattered more than the money was the realization that I didn't need Mike. I could take care of myself and my daughter without his help. It was a hard lesson to learn, but it was empowering. I wasn't dependent on him anymore, and I was no longer beholden to his whims. I had my own life to lead, and I wasn't going to let him continue to control it. His actions had forced me to stand up for myself, and that was something I would never regret. It wasn't just Mike who paid for his mistakes. Thanks to my sisters-in-law, who had been incredibly supportive throughout this whole ordeal, I was able to receive the alimony and child support I was owed. They had worked behind the scenes, taking action when I felt like I couldn't do anything. They fought for me when I was too emotionally drained to fight for myself. Their support made all the difference. Without them, I don't know how I would have made it through. They were the ones who made sure Mike followed through on his responsibilities, and they were the ones who helped me navigate the complicated legal process. I could never thank them enough for everything they did for me. The money I received wasn't something I planned to spend frivolously. I didn't want to live from paycheck to paycheck. Instead, I decided to save it for my daughter's future. I wanted to make sure she had the best possible opportunities when she got older, and I knew that education would play a huge role in that. The money Mike and I had once shared, the money he had stolen from our family's trust, would now be used to build a future for her. This money wasn't about getting back at him. It wasn't about revenge. It was about securing her future. My daughter deserved every opportunity I could provide her, and I wasn't going to let Mike's mistakes dictate the course of her life. My daughter, for her part, didn't fully understand what had happened. She was still so young, and the complexity of adult relationships was lost on her. She didn't yet comprehend why her father wasn't around, and she didn't understand the significance of the hotel where Mike had betrayed me. She was still innocent, and I wanted to protect that innocence for as long as I could. She was too young to know the depth of the betrayal that had occurred, but I knew that one day she would have questions. One day she would want to know why things were different, why her father wasn't a part of her life. And when that day came, I would have to tell her the truth. I would have to explain to her why Mike wasn't around, why he wasn't a part of our family anymore. And when she learned the truth, when she understood what he had done, she would know exactly who he was. She would join the many other women who had learned to despise him for his actions. Mike, for all his apologies, would never escape the consequences of his affair. He could say he was sorry 1,000 times, but it wouldn't change anything. The damage was done, and there was no going back. He had lost the trust of everyone who had once believed in him, and he had lost the respect of his daughter, too. No amount of money or apologies could fix what he had broken, and I, for my part, was finally learning to live without him. I had found my strength, and I wasn't going to let his mistakes define me. I was building a future for my daughter, one that didn't depend on Mike or his lies. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.